The world of Minecraft mods is huge, and there are thousands of mods out there for players to explore. Want to go to space and see the Earth from the surface of the moon? You can do that. Since the beginning of Minecraft modding, many mods rose to the top, accumulating tens of millions of downloads. But why was this? These mods completely changed the Minecraft experience and accumulated widespread popularity on YouTube. In this video, we're going to take a look at 5 of the most influential Minecraft mods of all time. Let's begin. Let me ask you a question. What would you say are the 2 most popular video game franchises of all time? You wouldn't be wrong if you said Pokemon and Minecraft. So why not mix the 2? That's exactly what Pixelmon sought to do when it was released in 2013, adding Pokemon, battling, trading, shops, and much more into Minecraft. The game was an immersive Pokemon experience in Minecraft and is now known by almost all Minecrafters. In Pixelmon, villagers would generate Pokemarts similar to the original Pokemon games, where players could buy and sell items using Pokedollars. This currency was obtained by defeating NPC trainers in the mod. The mod was incredibly popular, with many notable YouTubers making Let's Play series on it at the time. These included Sunday, Vintage Beef, and Lachlan to name a few, who would all get millions of views on their videos. Many Minecraft servers were dedicated to Pixelmon, and with the Minecraft mods so packed with things to do, it's no wonder that Pixelmon was as popular as it was. Pixelmon wasn't just another Minecraft mod, but a whole new game implemented into Minecraft. In 2017, however, the original Pixelmon was forced to shut down after receiving a cease and desist letter from the Pokemon company. A few years later, however, the Pixelmon mod would be recreated and currently has over 11 million downloads. The mod still gets millions of views on YouTube to this day and played a huge part in the Minecraft experience of many. Now before we continue, if you want to just go down, hit that subscribe button. We got tons of awesome videos to come. Back to the video. Imagine a world always covered in twilight with surreal looking biomes, gigantic trees, and remnants of different structures. The Twilight Forest mod has a fantasy feel, almost like you have been teleported to a sort of dream world. The mod was first released on October 4th, 2011 by Benematic and is one of the oldest running Minecraft mods. It has received frequent updates since, adding further bosses and structures among other things. In order to enter the Twilight Forest, the player would need to create a portal requiring a small pool of water, some flowers, and a diamond. Despite the fact that the dimension is perpetually shrouded in twilight, it is mostly a peaceful place. Hostile mobs will not spawn on the surface, but will spawn in caves and dungeons. In order to progress in the mod, a player must defeat all the bosses in order, as certain bosses unlock items that are crucial to progressing further in the game. The mod adds with it multiple sets of tools and armor, which are specific for defeating certain bosses in the mod. When you find yourself in the Twilight Forest, the first boss you will need to defeat is the Naga, a giant snake-like creature that can be found in a maze-like structure. As the Naga loses health, it becomes shorter and shorter, dropping a Naga trophy upon death and unlocking the Lich's tower. Once the player defeats the Lich, it gets a bit interesting as they can choose to go one of 3 paths in order to complete the progression needed for the final stages of the mod. The mod was first popularized on YouTube by popular MMOs, with this mod showcased in 2013. Since then, thousands of videos have been made on the mod and still are to this day. The mod has almost 84 million downloads and is the most popular adventure mod of all time. Alright, hear me out on this one. Do you ever get the feeling that the selection of food in vanilla Minecraft is a little boring? Food is probably one of the most important things to survival, but it is completely overlooked in Minecraft. This next mod completely changes that. Pam's Harvest Craft was released in 2011 by a user named Matrix Vergil. Upon its release, the mod added 57 new crops to the game, including tea, coffee, broccoli, sweet potato, tomato, strawberries, and more. The mod also adds fruit trees, various cooking utensils, and water traps for fishing. The mod restores the challenge of finding food in survival Minecraft by reducing the amount of hunger vanilla food satisfies, forcing players to spend more time farming and cooking food. This is a controversial change, but personally a change that I do enjoy. The sheer variety of crops always gives players something new to do when it comes to this mod. It adds a nice touch to an otherwise boring world, which I think is one of the reasons the mod is so popular. This was such an influential mod because it was the first to completely change the food aspect of the game. It has been continually worked on since its inception in 2011, and now is one of the most downloaded mods of all time, with 83 million downloads. The mod can also be used in conjunction with a Serene Seasons mod, where different crops will grow in different seasons. This will add an extra challenge to your Minecraft experience, with a minimal amount of crops growing in the blistering cold winter. Tinker's Construct was released in 2013 and added a range of tools and weapons to Minecraft, as well as other items and blocks. The mod adds tons of variety to the game, allowing players to make tools out of all sorts of items, which depending on what they are, may change the traits of the tools. Some of these traits include Crumbling, which doubles mining speed if the block doesn't require a tool to break it, Hovering, where arrows move slower but ignore gravity, and Baconlicious, which has a 5% chance of dropping bacon when killing mobs. A very useful trait indeed. There are new ores which can be processed in a smeltery, allowing players to create very unique tools and armor sets. The mod is seen in many mod packs today, and to this day people still make YouTube videos about it. Currently the mod sits at 129 million downloads. Now before we get to the final mod, here are some honourable mentions. Biomes Aplenty is a mod which adds over 80 new and unique biomes to the game. Biomes Aplenty was the first mod that completely revamped the biomes in Minecraft, going as far back as 2012. Today it has over 93 million downloads. Galactic Craft, a mod that added rocket ships and space travel to the game. The player could travel to the space station, the moon, Mars, Venus, and the asteroid belt. However, add-ons to the game allowed the player to travel to even more planets. The mod currently has over 15 million downloads. The Chisel mod was a mod that added a huge variety of patterns and textures to existing blocks in the game. The mod was perfect for builders and allowed players to get far more creative. It currently has over 122 million downloads and is one of the most well-known mods of all time. Bibliocraft, perhaps the best decoration mod of all time. It actually began as a storage mod with a single bookcase. This mod added a large variety of new decorative items to the game, including different types of bookshelves, tables, seats, lamps, and more. The mod currently sits at over 82 million downloads. Now for the final mod on this list, and you've probably guessed it already. The Aether mod was released on July 22nd, 2011, and was one of the largest Minecraft mods at the time. The mod implemented a new dimension into the game, named the Aether, the opposite of the Nether. But where did this idea come from? The term Aether comes from the ancient Greeks and meant the upper regions of space, or the heavens. It may also be that the Aether was the substance that filled this space. The Aether mod is based off of this idea and was essentially a sky dimension that resided in the clouds, or the heavens. Interestingly, 2 months prior to its release, in May 2011, Notch would announce plans to implement a sky dimension into Minecraft, which would unfortunately never come to be. In order to reach the Aether, one must create a portal, similar to how a regular nether portal would be made, but with glowstone blocks and a bucket of water. Regular tools would also be extremely inefficient in the Aether, and it was much more practical to harvest wood with your fist than a diamond axe. Normal torches or fire would also not work due to the low oxygen in the upper atmosphere where the Aether can be found. Once again, this mod was extremely popular with YouTubers such as Captain Sparkles and Ant Venom, getting millions of views on their Aether series. Dungeons would be found in the Aether but were much more complex than in the normal world, and the player would have to kill a boss in order to obtain the treasure located within the dungeon. There were 3 types of dungeons: bronze, silver, and gold, with gold being the most challenging. Gold dungeons were found on floating spherical islands covered in golden oak trees. The player would engage in an epic battle with the Sun Spirit, who would shoot fireballs at you but occasionally an ice ball. In order to defeat him, you had to shoot the ice ball back at him, which would freeze him temporarily, allowing damage to be dealt. As long as the Sun Spirit is still alive, the sun will never go down in the Aether. Should the player fail in their attempt to defeat the boss, their spawn point would be reset over lava, forcing them to delete the map. Fast forward almost 12 years later and people are still playing this mod, which has even seen many different add-ons. The recreation of this mod currently has over 12 million downloads, and the Aether stands as one of the most well-known mods of all time. Minecraft mods can completely change the playing experience, and they can make the impossible possible. You can do some incredible things with mods, and it can really make the Minecraft experience a lot more fun. Whether that be go to space, become a farmer, or go on a crazy adventure and fight bosses, there will always be a mod for you. Being such a popular game, Minecraft has seen thousands of unique mods, with some becoming so well known that almost every Minecraft player knows of them. Myself, along with many others, enjoy playing with Minecraft mods, and are excited to see what the future has in store. Thank you so much for watching this video. If there's any mods you think I should have included, please let me know in the comments below, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. Until next time.